Hi, welcome to Photoshop tutorial, and here's one for beginners. So I'm going to give you an introduction of what Photoshop is. And Photoshop is a program that I use in order to make my church flyers. So as you see right here, we have PS, which stands for Photoshop, and it starts out with, just documents that you may have done in the past or so forth, but you have new and you have open. At the top, what you have is the different components located up here. You have your file, you have your edit, and all of these are things that you're able to use. You may not use all of those tools, but they're there in order to for the more advanced. So I'm just going to take you step by step in just making just a simple flyer. So let's go to File. I'm going to click on New. All right. So once we click on New, it brings us up here where you will name your flyer, simple flyer, and then you can list whatever size you want. I want just a regular 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to click on my US paper, 8.5 by 11, resolution of 300, just in case you want to send it into the printing, in order to get it reproduced. And then I'm going to click OK. So it brings up a nice clean document. Now, located over here on the left, you have different uh, tools that you're able to use. The move tool, the rectangular marquee, all of these you may use, you may not use, but like I said, I'm going to just keep it simple. So you want to make a simple flyer. So let's go to T, which is for text. Okay, so I click on text and I'm going to come over here and click. Okay, so I clicked here and it brings up, as you see, it is blinking a vertical line, as you see, and I can use my keyboard to type. And I'm going to type um, in capital church flyer. All right. Now, as you see, it has this color up here located right above it, and I don't want that color. So I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to come up here and I want black. Okay, so it's black there. And also, it is in Black's Word Regular. This is the font of what you see here. So if you want to change the font, you'll come here to the downward arrow and you'll click it. And if you scroll through it, you'll see all the different types of fonts that you can choose from. I'm going to choose Cambria Bold. Okay. So I have a church flyer here. Now, if I want to adjust the size of it, I can come up here and adjust it from there. All right. And I click this right here because this is my move tool. So I've showed you the text tool and I showed you the move tool. So I have church flyer. And if you look over here on the right, these are your layers. This tells you what you just did. You just created a text with the words church flyer. Okay. Now, if you just want to keep it simple, you just only want words, you can click it again, click right here again, right? You can say for instance, special event. All right, is what I want. So I'm going to move it over. And if you move it, you can see that you can resize this to any size that you want to make it. All right, so church flyer, I have a special event. That special event can be whatever it is that you want that special event to be. Then I can do another tool, text tool, and I can put a date, May 9th, 2017. All right. And I can make it as big or as small as I want to. All right. So I have May 2017. Now, if you look, there's a purple line that helps you align it up to where you want it to be lined to. I can do my tool again, put my time, 5 o'clock p.m., if that's the time you want. All right. And I can make it smaller. This is my sizing here. All right. And I want to move it. And you get the hang of it. The more and more you do it, the better off the better you'll be with it. Make sure on the flyer you include the location. All right. So we're here at True Worship Ministries. All right. As you see, it's going off the page. So I'm going to double click this layer. Remember these layers over here, and I'm going to make it smaller. Okay. So I have True Worship Ministries. That's my location. And then I'm going to do it again for the address. All right. And that's Frisco, North Carolina. All right. And I'm going to align it right there. Real simple flyer, y'all. It's really, really, really simple. Really simple. The one that I'm making right now is really simple, but it gives you everything that you want, and you can continue to add text to that. Now, if I wanted to add a background to this, what I could do is I make sure that I have a picture saved in my files. So I'm going to go over here to Files, and I'm going to click on Place Embedded. And this will help me find a background or a background that I've already saved. So you have to make sure you've already saved the background. So you can go to any background and from there just find you anything that will work for what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to do this blue background right here. Now it's small and it's above all my other layers. Okay, so if it's at the top, that means it's on top of all my other layers. So I'm going to click on it and move it down so it can be behind all my other layers. And I'm going to stretch it out to make it bigger. So the way that I do it is I click on Control T. Control T at the same time, and then you can use your arrow to expand that background. Okay. All right. So now, if I wanted to go through and move any of those things around that I've already put, I can click on it and move it. All right. I can click on it, move it. All right. Click on this over here, move it. Click on it, move it. All right. And I can do a whole lot of stuff with this. This is just a real basic flyer. If I wanted to, I can go in and I can place embed and I can put other things in here. I can put even pictures. So say for instance, I can go to, let's do a picture of a mountain. Okay. I'm going to place that picture of the mountain here. That's beautiful. Like I said, real simple flyer, something really simple. And if I wanted to, I can put a background even behind True Worship Ministries down here. So to do that, I can go over here and take this rectangle. This is my rectangular tool. And I can draw a background here. And as you see, it comes out gray. If I want to change that color, any color I want, I can go up here to Fill. And then if I wanted to, I can click white. Okay. Let me get that out of the way. All right. So once again, as I stated, you can move things the way you want to move it. You can even change the font. If I wanted to change the font of True Worship Ministries, I could take that and I can change it to any font I want to. All right. And make it big, make it small, can make it any size I want. All right. If I wanted some specifics on here, you can put a scripture here, such as Psalm 23. And I can say, the Lord is my shepherd. All right. And I shall not want. Okay. Like I said, y'all, this is really simple. So, I mean, this is very elementary. This is for the beginner. Okay. So if you are more advanced in it, I'm sure you are looking at this video and like, okay, this is a little elementary. But as I stated, this is only for the beginners, something real simple that you can start out with. But I mean, it's just really simple for your church. If you get a really nice picture, if you get a really nice background, you can fill in the rest and you can put in different colors with it. And just to make sure that you make it eye catching and appealing. And so there you have it. This is a beginner's Photoshop tutorial for churches. This is beginning. All right. Please subscribe below. Thank you for watching. God bless you.